The sun had barely risen over the horizon when Steve, Alex, and Andy reached the edge of a massive canyon. The earth had cracked open, revealing a dark rift that breathed like a sleeping beast. From below, faint blue lights shimmered like stars lost in the deep. Alex unfolded the rune map, now glowing faintly with green patterns from the life fragment. She looked up and whispered, "The next signal is coming from down there." Steve tightened his grip on the hilt of his sword, the veins of green and gold light pulsing along his arm. Andy peered into the abyss, eyes wide, half fear, half excitement.
The next signal
Endless, he murmured.
comes from
And so,
down there.
they began their descent. Each step echoed as they climbed down the ancient walls of the chasm. Bioluminescent fungi glowed like floating lanterns. The air grew cold, wet, heavy. Alex tapped her lantern. "Stay close.
It looks
This place feels alive."
truly infinite.
Andy pointed at a wall where strange shadow runes appeared to move. Steve ran his fingers over the symbols. They shifted, breathing, reacting to his filigree light. "These aren't carvings. They're echoes," he said softly. A low hum began to fill the cavern. It was not from the stone, but from something beneath it. The abyss was calling. As they reached the cave floor, the light dimmed to a faint blue haze. Pillars of obsidian rose like broken towers. Something stirred between them. From the darkness emerged creatures made of light and dust. Shadow echoes, shimmering silhouettes shaped like
Bám
Steve,
sát
Alex, and Andy
vào.
themselves.
Nơi
Each
này
one
có
moved
cảm
like a
giác
mirror, mimicking their every
sống
motion,
động.
but delayed by a heartbeat. Andy gasped. "They look like us." Alex frowned. "No, they are us, reflections of our energy." Steve stepped forward cautiously. "If they're echoes, then maybe they're showing us what we fear most." The shadows lunged. The cave burst into a storm of motion. Steel clashed with shadows. Every strike Steve made was mirrored. Every move Alex dodged was repeated back at her. Andy's lantern flared wildly, confusing his echo. "They're learning!" Alex shouted. "Then we'll teach them something new," Steve replied. He closed his eyes and slowed his breath, remembering the rhythm of the vines in the grove of life. Step. Pause. Step. His echo froze, then softened, fading into light. Seeing this, Alex and Andy followed his lead. Instead of fighting, they moved in harmony, breathing together. Their shadows bowed, dissolving into streams of gold and blue light that drifted deeper into the cave. They weren't enemies,
Không,
Alex whispered.
chúng
They
chính
were
là chúng
guides.
ta.
The heroes
Sự
continued
phản chiếu
forward
năng
until
lượng
the
của
path
chúng ta.
opened into a colossal chamber. At its center floated a massive crystal heart, the abyss core, a cube pulsing with black and blue light, surrounded by suspended stones in orbit. The core hummed, its rhythm deep and slow, like a heartbeat. Every pulse made the air shimmer. Steve felt it in his chest. His filigree reacted, glowing brighter. Andy's lantern flickered. "It feels alive, but sad." Alex stepped closer and read the runes etched on nearby stones. "It's crying out. The core isn't evil. It's in pain." Steve nodded grimly. "Then we have to heal it, just like we did with the grove." But as they approached, the core's glow darkened. Shadows burst out, swirling tendrils that wrapped around them. The chamber shook, and a
Vậy
deep,
chúng ta sẽ dạy
distorted
chúng
voice
điều gì
echoed.
đó mới.
"You took what was mine, the light of life, the fire of sky, the frost of heart." A silhouette emerged, a shadow titan, formed from the core's sorrow. It towered above them, its face a warped mirror of Steve's own. "It's feeding on my energy," Steve shouted, dropping to one knee. Alex flipped through her runebook rapidly. "We can't destroy it. It is the core." Andy's voice trembled. "Then how do we save it?" Steve clenched his fist. We give it back what it lost. He placed his hand on the ground. His filigree veins ignited, spreading green, red, and blue light across the stone. Alex lifted her book. Runes circled the core in a pattern of spirals. Endy raised his lantern, its light pure and white. Together, their colors merged. Fire, frost, and life, converging into a radiant beam. The Titan roared, then paused. Its body cracked, then shattered, not in pain, but in release. The light flowed back into the core. The heartbeat steadied, and for the first time, the abyss was still. Silence. The heroes stood surrounded by floating motes of light. The core now shone with soft cyan radiance, humming gently. Where darkness once ruled, now shimmered life. Alex smiled faintly. The abyss wasn't a monster. It was just forgotten. Endy twirled his lantern, watching it sparkle. Then we reminded it what light feels like. Steve gazed into the core's glow, his reflection now calm, balanced. Every shadow has a heart. We just have to listen long enough to find it. As they turned to leave, a fragment of the core detached. A small cube of dark glass with a faint blue heartbeat. It floated toward Steve's hand and merged with his filigree. Alex marked the map. Another fragment found. Endy waved goodbye to the glowing heart. The cavern pulsed once more. Not with fear, but with peace. As they climbed back toward the light, Steve looked down one last time and whispered, "See you again, old friend." And the core answered, a soft, distant echo. Until the end. Cue gentle Minecraft music, fading into the next horizon.